As we are stacked up nose to tail again, side by side, the field will roar to life as Bruce Gordy flies the green flag, and Andy Bryant with a good hole shot this time had plenty of company back behind him on the original start, and now he will pull away off of turn 2 as Eric Turner unable to hold a pace. Now a 3-wide battle for second. On the inside, it's Chris Jackson, J.C. Morton in the middle, and Turner rides the high side. Turner clears the pack, has that sole position of second. Now Chris Jackson stays tucked away inside of the lane, has that third position, and J.C. Morton with a tough start. He has hit the reverse button as he has slid all the way back to fifth.
Well, Chris Jackson was definitely trying to go to the front as he did as the yellow flag.
So 2 by 2, here we go again. The green flag in the air. Andy Bryant gets the hole shot. Now Turner to the inside. Tries to keep pace with Chris Jackson. Jackson goes top shelf. We'll look for that big momentum run off of turn 2. J.C. Morton tries to do the same thing, but he just is unable to keep pace as the red 1 of Dan Willer as well as the F1 of Mitchell Franklin run in 4th and 5th. Turner to the top side this time as they just changed lines from the previous lap. Now Turner up top. Runs just one groove down lower than Chris Jackson does, as Jackson about 10 feet behind in third place. Plenty of action on back in the pack as it is 2 and 3 wide deep, but up front, the top 4 cars, now 5 cars, all have spread out. Nobody right now has anything for Andy Bryant.
Robert Heidenreich definitely no car tonight as that thing is fighting him. The car's nothing but evil. And every lap he seems to drop a lap or two back. And once again, he got shot back in the spot.
Lead for Andy Bryant now has gone to 1.7 seconds over Eric Turner. And second, third, and fourth all within about, 40 feet of one another as Eric Turner leads the pack. You mentioned Robert Heidenreich, who has fallen all the way back to dead last now. He mentioned last week it was his first week out. He knew his car just was not right. He finally got a little bit of a groove as the evening goes along, but it just has not been there for him tonight as he is simply having a tough time hanging with the crowd. You see his car just nose his way up to the very top, and he is doing everything he can just to stay out of the wall.
You know, a tough bike car last week, and he can't even get close tonight. A tough break for a kid that's out here racing as hard as he does each and every week.
And at this pace, he will probably go a lap down by the time we get to cross flags. 7 laps in the books, and the man on the mission is Andy Bryant. Chris Jackson now has gotten inside Eric Turner. Turner trying to cross over to try to get that nose out in front, unable to do so. And the red 1 of Dan Willer just has sit back in 4th place, watching those 2 cars right out in front of him do battle.
Andy Bryant, you talked about it's happening. Andy Bryant going to put Heidenreich down this time around. He's on the back bumper now as they come around.
I thought it might happen before the cross flags, and indeed it will as Heidenreich dives to the inside, and he's just going to call his night done at the midway point. It just was not working for him tonight at all.
Ain't worth it out there at all. So Bryant still the leader, Chris Jackson in second, as Red 1 in third. On 4th, it's the 99 of Eric Turner. 5th is Josh Franklin. Yeah, Dan Wheeler was indeed able to make that pass around and move into 3rd place in the Green Handler USA ride out of Lakesfield, Minnesota. He was nominated and a finalist for the Ken Schrader Real Racer of the Year Award as Michael Bowers to the inside. He takes a shortcut as he tears up the turf on the inside of turn 4. He gets back out on the brown stuff and back underway as we have completed 11 laps in this 20-lap feature. Andy Bryant continues to pick his way through the field, putting car after car a lap down. He has already put Tim Phillips down 1. He has now put Taylor Moore down 1. Next in line to fall a lap down is the number 30 machine of Mark Long. It's quick. He's real quick tonight as we see another one go to the infield there.
That is Tim Phillips in the 121 that takes a hard left turn. Window net is down on that car as well, so we know he is okay. You look all the way around, it is pretty much single file, 1 through, 24 is what we had to start out with, and a couple of cars have expired as the move over flag has been displayed on the flag stand.
I believe that was Taylor Moore went off that last lap, went back to the pit area in double O car. So the electrician's starting to play value.
Andy Bryant moves inside Tim Phillips. Tim Phillips will go a lap down. The next to fall by the wayside is the 42J of Donnie Jackson as Andy Bryant noses his way underneath that machine. Brian Myers would be next in the 16. That's off of turn 2. As you look deeper in the field, no real battle at all with any of the top 5 cars. You've got a 2-second advantage for Bryant over Chris Jackson. Then it's another 1.2 to Dan Wheeler, and then another 1.3 seconds to Eric Turner, and then way behind that field, 4 seconds back is Mitchell Franklin. So the top 4 have all checked out, but there is plenty of gap in between all of them. No real race for position at all.
Well, everybody's spread out, like you said, Shane. Up in the front, Bryant still the leader. Jackson running second. He's back there by himself.
Well, Andy Bryant, who is going to Fort Scott Community College, has plans to go into plastics and go to Pittsburgh State University back in 2015. He was a USRA B-Mod champion, youngest ever nationally to take home that title. In 2016, he was the Ironman champion for the B-Mods. He's got over 40 feature wins on his credit. He was a defending series champion at one time, and now the Billy Moyer race car is on its way to a checkered flag. He has already seen the white. Nothing between himself and the checkers except a couple more lapped cars, and if he's patient enough, he'll get it easily, and he will head off of turn 4. He is victorious here at Lucas Oil Speedway. James Flood up on the front row. They see the orange cone, press down on the noisemaker, and the green flag flies, and we are back to racing action at the Diamond and Dirt Tracks, 25 times around for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Street Stocks. The big-time mover in the heat race was James Flood. Worked himself up 4 spots. He tucks himself back in second. Daniel Deason also moved himself up 4 spots. He was a heat race winner, and he has a 3-car length advantage. And look at this mess back in the pack. 2 and 3 wide as Toby Ott, caught in the middle of the sandwich, has the 35 of Coots to his right side. That's a battle for 4th. Ott with the advantage with the low line working for him. Now to the right side is the Buckhorn Bullet. That's Hendricks. He's in 3rd place. He likes that top side. See if he can find enough tacky stuff inside to make that lane work, and indeed he does. But how about this fight up front? You knew Flood was going to be there as he peeks to the inside of Deason.
Man, they're fighting up in the front. They're fighting in the back. My horse out there, Zach Zigan. Zigan is coming up to the field now. So there's action in the front, action in the middle, and all the way back in the back.
Folks, hold on to your hats. It's windy outside, but you're going to watch one whale of a battle up for that top spot. As now it is a freight train to the inside. Flood has Ott right behind him. The 42 and the 27 look to get past Daniel Deason as they roll into turn 1. Flood has him cleared. Low side is Toby Ott. He's got that front bumper right on that door panel of the 1B, and lurking back in the weeds is the 54 of the Buckhorn Bullet. But how about on the backstretch? As they enter turn 3 and exit turn 4, James Flood first hit the accelerator, and a good start will get him out to a 3-car length advantage. Toby Ott to the high side tries to follow suit. He's got Coates back behind him. Daniel Deason slams the door shut over in turn 2, knocks that line off of Toby Ott, makes him go to the inside, and Ott gives him the chrome horn. A nice push from the bumper will knock Deason up to the high side. Ott now to the inside, tries to take that low line and get that spot away.
That's driving good out there, but look on the outside, Johnny Coates. Johnny Coates is on the move at 35 now.
He had to get on the binders whenever Deason got out of the groove and got up in front of the 35. Now Ott to the inside will have that second spot as they cross underneath the flag stand. Deason still puts together a strong run on the outside. Coates goes right up to the back bumper as well, and there's the Buckhorn Bullet and David Hendricks lurking back in 5th. Good move by Imhoff to work his way up into 6th, and that will boot Bobby Barnett back to 7th. Flood with a 4-car length advantage out in front.
They better watch out because they're backing up good back there. And Hendricks on the outside of the Coates, he'll make the pass. He'll come looking for 3rd now. Nearly
a 1-second advantage for Flood over Toby Ott that last time by. And this time by, Flood will continue to lead the way with Tobiat in second. Now Hendricks goes to the outside as he tries to get around the 1D. He shoots up, Deason does, over in turn 2, goes all the way from the middle of the groove to the top side, almost gets into the back of David Hendricks, but keeps it straight as Hendricks now all alone up in third. Flood still leads the way, then it's Ott, Hendricks, and Deason.
Further back there in seventh spot, Bobby Barnett. Bobby is supposed to get several laps right in a row, but he just can't get no further forward. So he's trying anyway. Walsh running at 21 back there in the back, 11, 12 now. Same thing with him. We turned
Hendricks now to the outside of the 27 of Tobiat. They pull side by side as Nitro Nick Gibson comes to a dead standstill. And how about Hendricks? First on the top of the pylon as the green flag in the air again, and Tobiat will stay right with him, right on that back bumper as they're in turns 1 and 2. Both cars slide up. Now Johnny Coates to the inside, makes it a 3-horse race as he tries to peek to the inside of the 27. Inside wasn't working. Now he'll go outside all the way to the top shelf, over the edge as they turn off of turn 4. Loses a lot of ground, but picks up momentum back up as they slide into turn 1. He stays right to the outside of Tobiat, and Ott stays right on the back bumper of James Flood.
watching Zach Zigan. He's still trying to complete this race now, as David Nance is making his way to review back in the back as well. Zigan back in the fifth row. In front still James Flood.
93 gets sideways over in turn 3 and 4. Time this is all said and done.
Well, we'll find out with the green flag up in the air this time for James Flood.
Stays single file 1 through 5 underneath the flag stand as they go back to racing action. Johnny Coates again, a good run on the high side. He will use that momentum to pull right up on the back bumper of the 27. Go back to the top side again, hopefully getting another run on the front stretch as they head off of turn 4. Deason has plenty of company back behind him as Zigan's worked his way up into the top 5. Then you got Amhoff back in 6th, who works to the inside, and he's going to look to take that spot away from Zigan.
You got Johnny Coates running it up slip side down on the track and at the very top, and he's making movement, made a lot of pounds that time.
What a run off of turn 4. He takes second away. He wants more than that. He will take the top spot away. Wow. Johnny Coates flies past two of the fast runners here at Lucas Oil Speedway to go from 3rd to 1st in 1 lap.
And Dale's not going to stop there. He's going to separate himself now, it looks like. Farmed that track in intermission time and made a lot faster racing surface. It's fast right now for Tobiat. He's looking to the inside of James Flood.
And it's no surprise that Coates goes right back to where he found all that speed the lap before. He goes to the top side, and he is able to gain 3 or 4 car lengths advantage over James Flood. Flood loses ground to Ott, and now Deason's in the picture, as Deason on the back bumper of the 42 now dives to the inside of Tobiat in the 27, but still unable to make any pass as they are nose to tail 1 through 5. Bob Barnett is mired back in 6th position. Imhoff's on the move, and here comes the Buckhorn Bullet, the 54, working his way through the field. He continues to pick him off one by one as he has now worked himself into the top 10.
Well, it's 10th now. Looks he's going for more as he looks to the inside of Mark Carter. Yeah, going to do good as they're packing up into turn 3. Look at that for a race.
Steve Scott to the inside. His racing done for the moment as we're 18 laps in. Coates top shelf. Now Flood, he's trying to find the same line that Johnny Coates does. The inside was not working for the 42. He saw where the 35 was making up ground, and now James Flood is trying to find that tack up top as well. He has that second spot away from Tobiat as he continues the run on the top side. And here's your man, Zach Zigan, continues to work himself up into action as he is into 4th.
Well, Flood's going to have to really work that car of his, as he's about 8 spots out of the lead now, and he's going to have to run hard and run fast to run him down.
So Zigan has been able to put away the 1D of Daniel Deason. Zigan now going up top. They're seeing where those top 2 cars are making up all that speed, and Zigan tried it over in turn 1 and 2. Tobiat does the same thing over in 3 and 4.
Look at there, Zigan dropping to the inside, trying to get around Tobiat that time. Once again, he'll stay down there, and he may not do it, though. I said maybe not.
He was trying to get inside the 27 and try the slide job. Just did not work, as now the leader is up into lap traffic. It is only the number 6 of Cliff Champney. And now, after disposing of Champney, he's got plenty of clean track in front of him with just 3 laps left. Right now, it's Johnny Coates' race to win. It's Johnny Coates' race to lose, as he has a sizable advantage of 1.4 seconds over James Flood back in second. Zygon and Ott doing a good job of going fisticuffs for third, as it's Zygon to the inside. Numerous times he has gone down low and then tried to slide up in front of the 27. He just hasn't been able to make either move stick in either turn 1 or 2.
Well, Aaron Poe's making the move now, as he's falling behind the 54 David Hendricks. Again, they're going top of the track now. There goes Zach Zion, one last chance to get it done.
One more time around for Johnny Coates. He saw the white. Now he will see the blue and white checkers as he exits turn 4. A big payday for the Joplin native Johnny Coates, waving to the crowd as he crosses underneath the flag stand. Off into turn 3, but now off of turn 4 it'll be Ryan Middaugh, who sets the pace, a heat race winner. Leads them to the green flag, and we are back underway. Ronnie Woods to the outside, stays side by side with him as Woods goes top shelf. Robbie Reed starts to make a move right out of the chute. He pulls up even with Woods, and he is looking to take over that second spot.
So Robbie Reed, he's swinging real quick, real fast on this race, as he's up there working for second right now.
Chase Domer started 4th, and he is the first one to go to the high side. John Sheets will follow as well, and the run that Domer gets off of turn 4 is able to pull him right up with last week's feature winner, Robbie Reed.
He'll come up to second, or 4th, I should say, making almost going 3 wide real quick, but they kind of held back for a second. Now they'll do it.
And Domer had to lift just a little bit off of turn 4 and then had to go do it again off of turn 2. Now he goes to the inside of Ronnie Woods. This is a move that he can probably make stick, as Woods has a windshield full of Robbie Reed up in second spot. Now John Sheets starts to get into the picture. He goes way to the high side. He's back in 5th. He tries to get in front of the 98 of Peyton Phillips. That's nothing going on there, as they're 3 wide. All in the meantime, it's Ryan Middaugh checking out up front. He's now got a 1.4 second advantage over Reed.
I don't know whether they're racing or rooting right now, but they're fighting for position. John Sheets is up there doing strong battle.
Finally took 4 laps for Chase Domer to get around the 53 of Ronnie Woods. Now he has 3rd. John Sheets didn't take him long at all to work himself up into 4th, as the 2 distinct lines in this race here this evening, as your leader right now, Ryan Middaugh, Robbie Reed, both like the low side in 3 and 4. John Sheets is the only one that goes high side on both ends of the track.
Don't count out Peyton Phillips yet in 98 car, as he's up there battling for a 5th spot right now, as he's trying to work there on the backside of Woods.
Ryan Middaugh has 4 tires, but he's only using 3, as that left front, I don't think it's hit the ground yet, as Middaugh just goes hammer down out of turn 4, has a good run, and he is able to stay well out in front of the rest of the pack. Middaugh out in front, Reed in second across the line that time. As a car goes to the high side, that is Scotty Boo that makes the hard right-hand turn. Now the best side-by-side action is a battle for 3rd. So off of turn 4, 8 laps in, 12 to go, and the A-mods are back underway as Middaugh to the low side. John Sheets goes way high, and Robbie Reed's the man on the move as he gets his nose to the outside of Middaugh, tries to make that middle line work, and it will as he pulls up side by side. What a boost he got off, and now he grabs the lead.
And Reed stuck that one in there, and it held as coming on strong is John Sheets now right behind him. She's trying to make his work too.
It was just right in the middle of turn 3 and 4. It's like somebody slapped Robbie Reed on the butt, and he's like, I'm out of here, as he got well out in front of Middaugh, and he has been able to hold that lead. Now John Sheets gets into the action. He gets around Domer, works his way up into third, and look at this 4-car battle up front. Side by side, it's like a parade lap before you start the race, as they are nose to tail and side by side off of 4. Reed with the advantage. Sheets goes top shelf, and Middaugh still looks for that breathing room on the inside.
John Cheese has got a battle for himself. He's going to work on Middaugh real hard. Right now is Middaugh trying to get back to his front.
Robbie Reed won't let it happen as he closes down on the number 21, keeps that top spot, but that allows John Sheets to continue to ride the rim on the outside. Reed closes the door off of turn 2. John Sheets peeks to the outside again. 12 laps in, will complete lap number 13 as Reed has a 2-car length advantage, but John Sheets continues to get a great run off of turn 4 and carry that momentum to the high side in 1 and 2.
John Cheese sticks it in there, just closes his eyes and hopes it'll work as he's working one more time up there in the front for Robbie Reed.
How many times over the last couple years have we seen John Sheets either make a last lap pass or get passed on the last lap? He's seen it happen both ways multiple times, and with 5 laps to go as they cross underneath the flag stand this time, he will do the crossover. Looks to the inside of Reed. Reed tried to go high side. He had it, and then Sheets loses it. He gets way up into the marbles, and now Robbie Reed is checked out. 4-car length advantage over John Sheets after Sheets makes an error trying to pull off a pass in turn 1.
Sheets going to come back again as he got a good, powerful run off of turn 4 that time.
Robbie Reed will drift high and make sure Sheets isn't able to stay on the accelerator through turns 1 and 2. Takes that line away, keeps right out in front of Super 8, 3 more times around as they pass underneath Bruce Gordy. Sheets will try that inside move again. Dive bombs into the inside of turn 5.
Hang on,
Can't make it work as Reed holds on off of turn 2.
Well, that's good. 3 and 4 now as he drops down the bump, slides around, and here comes Reed again.
What an amazing race we've got with 2 more times around. Door handle to door handle. They'll see the white flag next time around. Reed has the advantage, but John Sheets with a crossover. He takes the spot away in turn 3.
I think it's going to work that time, Shane.
Watch to the inside. He will now slide high, have the advantage as their nose to tail white flag lap underway. Sheets on the outside. Reed loses it as he slides up in turn 2. That's the opening John Sheets needs. He hits the accelerator button on the high side. Reed goes back to the low side, unable to make it stick, and it'll be John Sheets picks up your feature win here for the Pitts Homes USRA Modifieds. As the field will come to life off of turn 4 and a much better start as they are side by side this time. It is Cole Henson able to hang on to Larry Ferris on that top spot, but the 51 will pull ahead. The Nevada, Missouri native, a second place finisher last week off of turn 4. At the line, a dead heat, and it goes to Henson leading lap 1. Cole Henson has a nose out in front. The lead over the 51 of Larry Ferris, who sits 4th in the point standings. Then the flash, Johnny Fittewald. He has made his way up to the outside and looking for more real estate as Henson continues to pull away. Caden Cornell on the inside. The 50 and the 51 sit back in 2nd and 3rd. Fennewald in 4th. And then Aaron Morant sits back in 5th. Morant has had 2 really good runs here in the opening 2 races. He won last week, a second place finisher in week 1, but he is mired back in a battle for 5th right now, as working to his inside is Dylan Hoover in the 99.
Johnny Fennewald still trying to paint the picture and put himself in the top three as he looks on the outside of Ferris. Once again, Ferris pulls away from him on the backstretch.
Russellville, Missouri's Cole Henson, though, has built up a 2.5 lead over Caden Cornell. Cornell works the middle of the track. Fennewald will now clear the 51 of Larry Ferris. He has his eyes set on Caden Cornell next as Ferris comes fighting back, gets his nose out in front of Fennewald again. A good battle for back in second, third, and fourth. Out in front, Cole Henson. Nobody's had an answer for him yet as Caden Cornell finally starts to set the hook and reel him in little by little, lap by lap. He's built up another 2/10 of a second and is back to within 1.3 of Henson.
Yeah, Caden from Willard, Missouri, like you said, he's closing in. Each lap looks a little better. 1 and 2 doesn't do bad, and up there in the 3 and 4 is where Henson's able to pull away, though.
Cornell is able to pick up 2 or 3/10 of a second every lap, and now that lap traffic has come in, that'll play a factor as well as Henson gets stuck behind lap traffic, and Cornell was able to pick off half a second that last lap. Now he has pulled up side by side, looks to clear him over in turns 3 and 4. They nearly touch entering turn 3. Henson stays to the middle of the track. Now Cornell takes over the top spot up the line as he rides the high side.
Special K is what they call him, and he's on the mission now from here on out.
And while he was gaining 2 or 3/10 of a second per lap, now that he has gotten past Cole Henson, he has now started to check out as he has a 6/10 of a second advantage. The top side's a little on the rough side, as you can tell with Cornell bouncing off into turn number 1, but he is able to keep his momentum up, continue to pull away from the rest of the field as Henson's back in second. Now a side-by-side battle for third as Fennewald gets past the 51 of Larry Ferris and tries to create a little bit of a gap between third and fourth. Then you go all the way back to Aaron Morant, who hasn't been able to gain any ground as he's stuck back in fifth.
Yeah, Morant's nothing like he was last week. He was just bad fast all the way, and he's fighting back there in fifth spot now.
Had somebody ask me last week what happened to the number 50. He just had not been running well the first 2 times, and I said, really? He's been right there. He just hasn't been able to get the win, and I'm convinced that it is a situation for all these guys. Just whoever hits the setup on any given night is going to have the advantage. Week 1, it went to the 21. He was the man on the move as a spinner over in turn 4. Young, I know he's a high schooler, but I'm not quite sure you can intimidate him. As Caden Cornell across the line first, he goes way to the top side, tries to clear Johnny Fennewald. Fennewald will try to get that run off of turn 2, but nothing doing as the number 50 is a rocket ship. 1, 2, 3, Cornell, Fennewald, Morant across the line that time. Johnny Fennewald's got something for your race leader, though. He pulled right up on that back bumper last time by.
He come within fighting distance each time. He do it once again out of 4. He goes side by side. He's wanting to cross over. Can't do it.
Can't get by him that time, as whenever he is unable to pull that crossover, that just allows Caden Cornell.
But 50 or Caden, I hope not. We'll see.
As the green flag comes out, a little bit of contact gets Aaron Morant caught up, and that will cost him some time. As the top 2 cars, it's Fennewald out in front of Caden Cornell. He makes the slide job work, and now he looks to check out. He has a 5-car length advantage over Caden Cornell as they cross the line this time. 5 laps remain, and it's Morant and Henson for the battle for back in third. Now Ferris gets up into that. He drifts high on the track. Side-by-side action. And now it's Henson that takes the third spot away from Aaron Morant.
So Caden jumped up there and got 2 car lengths that time. If he can do 2 again this time, he's got a chance.
4 laps remain as the spoiler in between the top 3 is the hammer Cole Henson in between Caden Cornell and Aaron Morant. But now Caden Cornell does continue to reel in your race leader. 3 times to go this time around. It goes from a 0.8 second advantage to a 0.5 second advantage. Cornell, a good run on the top side, is going to cut into that advantage even more. He stays just 1 lane higher than the Flash Johnny Fennewald off of turn 4. Fennewald underneath the flag stand, and this time he gaps Cornell by a 1/10 of a second.
I don't know. He's coming strong. Within 1 car length now.
Gapped him by a 1/10. Now to the inside. Cornell tries the dive bomb move over in turns 3 and 4. Unable to make it stick as the yellow flag comes. We'll see what the veteran has in store for the youngsters. The green flag is out. Green-white-checkered finish here tonight, and Johnny Fennewald with a good run to get things started. Caden Cornell stays with the same line he's gone with, but he gets just a little bit too wide in turn 2, and that's going to cost him as Fennewald gets plenty of breathing room between he and Caden Cornell. Cole Henson looks to the inside of Cornell that last time by. Cornell stays topside, and the number 21 of Fennewald continues to pull the field as they head into turn 3 and 4. Winner in week 1. He'll come away with the win again here tonight. He's 2 for 3 on the season.